Yo, 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 what it do, my people? It's your boy Drew Fresco. You know I'm here with the home team, home base with FDMG Studios. This is an exclusive interview. Sit back, kick back, stay tuned.
The Broadway Band.
Just got a shipment of the dopest dope I've ever smoked.
Y'all got it.
All right, so for those who don't know me, my name is Andrew Johnson. I go by Drew Fresco. Originally, I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. I was raised between here and Tampa, Florida, but West Palm Beach is my origin. So as an adult or as a older person, I'd say it was about 1920 when I started saying, all right, this could be something that like I do full time. It was only because I just listened to myself and things that I would make compared to like other things that were already out there, and I was like, I could do this. So yeah, what caused that? Like I said, I was just listening to other people compared to like what I thought was good music of my own, and I just said, hey, why not? So as far as influences, I mean, everyday life is always an influence in my music. I like to keep my music real and relatable for the people. As far as like personal influences, oh man, there's a few. My biggest, I say at this moment, Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle is a big musical influence to me as a person. I'd say J. Cole is another big musical influence to me as a person. Kendrick Lamar, obviously, like those people. But I can't forget people like Big Crit. Big Crit's a huge musical influence on me as far as just cadence and the way he enunciates his words, the way he makes certain things fit, with his twang and with his swing. Big Crit is like, that's one of those people, like, if you don't know, you'll be like, oh man, like, where does that come from or where does that come from? But Big Crit is one of those. Buck P, man, that was my first actual, let me sit down and create something, try to give something to the people as a collective. So Buck P, for me, was, it was big. It was like having a first kid. So the idea behind Buck P was that I wanted to create a space for the listener to be able to say that they shared like a moment with me, in time, in our time. If you look at the cover art on the album, there's me in the driver's seat, my producer in the passenger seat, and my DJ and my brother in the back seat. And then there's a open space. It's for the listener, man. Just get in the car. Just get in the car and listen, So I just wanted the listener to be able to feel like, okay, I just took a ride with this fellow, with Drew. I know a little bit more about this dude, how he moves or why the way he does certain things, through this album. And that piece of work was in my younger, like, the music was from my younger stages, so it was, it's that kind of music, and I appreciate it. I like it. But yeah, it did for me. It did pretty well. Honestly, to everybody else, it might be like, oh, XYZ amount of numbers, like that's it, blah, 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 blah. Well, like when I put it out, I just put it out as a project. That's what it was, like just to see, okay, cool. What's going to happen, if I do this or if I do that or if I don't do this or if I don't do that. And based on what I did, I'd say that it did pretty well. I can say on one streaming platform alone, I clocked 30,000 streams in a month. On another, it was like 15,000. So seeing those numbers, close to like 50,000 streams in the first 30 days, that's a little over 1,000 streams a day.
Starting from zero.
Yeah.
You didn't have a following or anything.
Yeah, not nothing.
Yeah, that's dope.
So it was nice. It was nice to see that, and I appreciate everybody who put into those streams and listened and enjoyed the music, how they enjoyed it. I appreciate that because that just gives me drive to continue to do what I do and do what's next. Oh man, this project I got coming up. Definitely some heavier material. It's not so childish. Like it's a grown folks conversation. In the next project coming up, some stuff that some people need to hear and some stuff that just people in general should talk about more. And I just decided to use my platform or the platform I choose to speak about those things, because I can't talk to everybody at once, but I figured out a way to reach as many people at once as I can. So that's what this next album is about, just doing better, elevating, coming from the place I was in Buck P to where I'm at now, being able to give y'all new music, fresh music, and talk about something completely different. Top three, number one, hands down, is going to be water. I'm going to say that. And that's just, like, anybody who records, like, if you really do this and you don't say water, you probably don't really, you probably sit on the couch, like, you don't say anything. Because, like, when you talk or when you rapping or singing or whatever, like, you got to keep that joint moist, bro. And then especially if you, like, smoke or whatever, you got to have some water. So water's number one. I say good energy. The energy in here, depending on the project or the song at hand, because, I made some pretty dope songs off of, like, some bad energy situations, and, the beat just fit and everything was right, but the energy just needs to be moving forward towards, like, getting some music done. I would say that's number two. Number three, I have to say some weed. Like, it's like between weed and snacks, like, honest to God, and I have to say some weed. Like, I was trying to not say weed, but, like, I gotta be honest, I gotta have some weed. I had a nice, yeah, all right. I can do a waffle right now because I had me a nice little cornbread waffle the other day, bro. Like, I didn't even know what a cornbread waffle was, but that shit was slapping, dude. And those big, thick Belgian joints where you can, but, you know what I'm saying? At first, I was thinking about the little Eggo joints where, like, and even those, the way you get that right, you feel me? You put that in the toaster right quick, let it get nice and crunchy, throw that little butter on that piece, and then put it back in the microwave and let that butter melt in the spot, like in the center. And it's going to get like a little, the crunch is going to still be there, but you're going to get some soggy spot. Drip that syrup in it, fold it up, and slap that joint down, and you good. Oh, man, on Instagram, you can follow me at Drew Fresco. Is there an underscore? Let me check. Let's see. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah, there's an underscore. I don't know if you can see that. At Drew Fresco _ You can follow me. Same thing on, like, Twitter, Snapchat, or you can Google me. Just Google Drew Fresco. I'll pop up. Too many, man. Like, shout out to FDMG for the interview. Shout out to my parents for birthing me. Shout out to everybody behind me, everybody with me. My brother Ronnie Doe, Fiend, Bocce, freaking my brother, Drums, Carter Tulit. It's a bunch of y'all. My artist Vladdy, Milk, Inky. Way too many people, man. If my girl, my baby, God. I don't know, man, but everybody, the people, everybody. I thank everybody. I'm appreciative of y'all. I thank y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all for watching me. Shout out to me.